First things first, I just want to say thank you guys for staying with me this whole time. 2018 was a wild ride, and I'm talking about from school, from work, from just trying to live my best life. All of it tangled up into one. And boy, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends of just, staying by my side this whole time, because boy, did I need it. 2018 was a crazy year, from traveling, from school, from getting my fingers and toes just in the here and there. I even invested in cryptocurrency. Like, can you believe it? It was just a crazy, crazy year, but I'm glad I lived it. We got through it, and now we're in 2019. So this video is just here just to look back at 2018 and all the craziness that it was, all my travel trips, all my school, just all the fun that I had, and just what was really the most memorable thing that I did that month. And that's what it is. And let's start with the first month of the year, and that's January. Now, I spent January in New York City. It was frigid cold. It was the most coldest place I've ever been into in my whole entire life. I think the week average the week that we stayed there, which was New Year's Eve week, it was 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, people. It was below freezing. The moment you walked outside, you just wanted to turn around and walk back inside because it was that cold, and it was not fun.
Come on, baby, come on! Almost 10 seconds, baby! 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
But spending New Year's in New York City was something that I'll probably never get to experience again. All the people packed into one tiny city, but even more people packed into that tiny Times Square, and it was just an experience, and it was a fun ride. Now on to the month of February. Now, February was really just the beginning of school. School had just started like a week ago, and I'm still trying to figure out all my classes and where they're at and on how my professors teach and all that stuff. But the most memorable thing is eating a 3-pound cinnamon roll.
So this is what we got. Big, man.
So the crazy thing is we never even finished it. So they let us take it home, and we still didn't finish it at home.
Look at my hands.
Big.
So this is all we got done with it. We only got like 10% of the whole thing. That's not good at all. Now, another memorable thing that I did back in February was try those cereals, but it was frozen with liquid nitrogen, so you can see your breath when you blow out.
I think these bottom ones are the safe.
Probably not. There's a high chance that it's not. What?
What are you doing?
That froze my tooth.
That was really fun, but I think it's not that healthy because I think the FDA or somebody put out a recall, and not a recall, but they're like, stop doing it because it's not good for you. And so that was the last time I tried it. So now on to the month of March. Now, March was a fun time. School is still going on. I'm still working, but the only thing that I remember from March is spring break. This year's spring break was kind of different because Jalissa, my girlfriend, had her sister come down here, and we showed her all the spots in San Antonio and in Austin, and we just really enjoyed that whole week. I took off of school, I took off of work, and that was just my chillest week that I probably had this whole entire year of just sitting back, doing nothing, not raising a finger, just relaxing and living my best life. Now, another memorable thing about March is that was the first month that I got my drone. Now, my drone was pretty on the expensive side, and I really didn't want to buy it, but I've been looking for it in the market for about a year now, and I gotta get me one. So I was like, spring break, what's the best time to do it? So I went and bought it, and I just remember how crazy it was that I could get a camera feed a mile away of something that I didn't even know was there, and transmit it back to my little telephone. It was just crazy, and honestly, I didn't know how to fly the thing, so a lot of the clips that I'm looking at are just really bad, but hey, beginner's flight. Then there was April. Now, April was one of the craziest months that I had because school was really trying to pick up right before finals, and I was really just focused on that, and I was just trying to hit the books as most as I can so I could pass all my classes. But what I do remember the most is going on the weekends, going to either San Antonio or Austin and watching my dad fight karate. You feel it? So at the beginning of the year in January, my dad started picking up karate fighting because he used to do it way back in the day. Then he got old and stopped doing it. But he just recently got back into it in 2018, and he's been loving it ever since.
You really gotta work. Now it's time to work. Go. Now it's time to work.
Now the best month of the year, it was May. Now May was a crazy time. It was the peak of the whole year for me because I just got done finishing school. I passed all my classes. I passed all my finals, which made me become a junior. I just got done with my sophomore semester in college, and it was a tough one. But then right after that, I hopped on a plane and flew to Seattle, Washington. Now, Seattle, Washington was pretty crazy because, for one, I missed my flight. We were supposed to leave on the Saturday right after finals, but turns out we missed it because I was being dumb. And so I didn't get on another flight until that following Monday. So while I was in Seattle, I got to experience Seattle. I got to experience the tall trees, the futuristic city, and the way that people take care of the environment there, and just the way they're thinking was just so far different from where I'm from.
I'm like, they're just at $5 to lick one of these gums.
Don't do that.
Lick a gum.
No, that's gross.
I'm gonna lick them.
That's nasty. As you can see, there's a Ferris wheel behind me that overlooks the water, and it's sunset time. So now's the time to get on and enjoy the show. Now that I'm sitting back and have time to just react on the city, I honestly love Seattle. Seattle's so industrialized. And from there, I flew to San Francisco, California. Now it was an hour and a half flight, so it was really short, and we got there and just got to enjoy our time there in California. Now California was drastically different than Seattle, Washington. It was actually colder, which would, blow your mind. As you can see, I'm on the Golden Gate Bridge. It's so loud you can't even hear anything. Or the cars are driving, the wind's blowing me in the face right now. But it was really cold, the wind was blowing, but I got to be on a boat for the first time in my whole entire life. And it was just a crazy experience, and I loved the trip. Now on to the month of June. Now June was another travel-filled month for me. I was blessed enough to give the opportunity to my mother and her husband, and also my grandparents, for their 50th anniversary, take them down to New Orleans, Louisiana, and spend 5 days there. And boy, was that an experience. As you can hear, we have made our way to Bourbon Street. So loud. I got on a boat for the second time of my life, on a big boat. I got to float down the Mississippi River. I lost my drone that I got back in March. That was a sad time. I flew it up and it never flew back down.
driving way.
Alright, so I'm about to fly my drone out right now, out on the water. I don't know how it's gonna act. I don't know if they're gonna say anything, but we're gonna see. So I'm currently in the lift right now because I lost control of my drone.
Now for the month of July. Now July, the only three things that I remember are my stepmother's birthday. She turned 50 this year, so she had a big old party. People from out of town came in, and I just love family time. So it was good to, see people that I haven't seen in months and just talk to them.
I just hit myself in the eyebrow.
The second most memorable thing that I remember from July was pizza. Now, not just any ordinary pizza. There was this pizza place in Austin called Cane Russo's, and they had pizza for $1. A medium-sized pizza, probably about maybe 16 inches in diameter, for $1. And so me and my girlfriend went down there to Austin, and we just grubbed till our heart's content. Now the third most memorable thing that I remember in the month of July was my girlfriend's birthday. She turned 21, so we went back down to her hometown and spent it with her family, and it was a fun time.
1, 2,
3.
Was that too much? I'm sorry. Now for the month of August. So August was probably by far one of the craziest months of the year. In between moving apartments, school starting back up, my work really trying to kick back up too, and me just trying to live my best life in between all of that. Now, with all that going on, I just love to slip away on the weekends, like on a Saturday and Sunday, and just go to the river. Now the month of September was a really chill one. I really didn't do much besides go to school and focus on what I had to focus on. But what I do remember is one weekend I had to slip away up to Dallas, Texas, and got to see my aunt graduate from college. This was a big moment for her and a big moment for the family as well. And just to see her, work through all the years she worked to get her bachelor's degree, and she finally got it, and we cannot be any more proud. Now it was time for the month of October. So the most memorable thing that I did in the month of October was sneak away for a weekend and just have good old Christian fellowship with my brothers and sisters in Christ at a Christian conference.
Learning. Ready? Now. Right there.
Yeah.
The second to last month of the year is, we all know and love it, November. Now November was my birthday month. It was the month I went to my first concerts as in I went to like a festival type thing.
What's up?
I like to spend a lot of time with my dad. Me and him went to the range shooting some guns. Really good father-son bonding time.
When I get it home, I'm gonna load the magazine.
concerts was Astroworld. That was by far one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. It was just a whole different experience, and it was really fun. Now, December was the last month of 2018, and did I end it with a bang. I had to finish all my finals for my first semester of my junior year in college. I passed them all. I was really grinding. I made a couple A's and a couple B's, and so I was doing really good. So once I got that done, it was just relaxed time for me. I got to hang out a lot with my friends. We would go out on the weekends and go do a various amount of stuff and just hang out and have fun.
So as y'all see, I won. I always win. I'm with the peasants.
You got lucky.
Everybody else is beneath me in bowling, so I feel like y'all just, at least y'all tried, you know? Y'all really tried out here.
Really won one game.
Y'all didn't make it happen.
Little fun fact, right before Christmas, I learned how to make tamales. So I had to, make them. Tamales is food everybody eats down in Texas. It was one of the greatest things I've ever learned. I got to really dive into a culture and figure out how stuff is made and cook it myself. And it was just, I want some right now. There you guys have it. That was my 2018. Well, at least the most memorable parts of 2018. Now, like I said, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for staying with me, my friends and my families, for always supporting me no matter what I do. Like I said in the earlier video, I invested in cryptocurrency. That was a big mistake. But 2018 was fun regardless. Probably one of the greatest years of my life. And I'm just glad to show y'all just a little glimpse of what the year was like. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time. I don't even really post anymore because I'm really trying to focus on other things in life. But when I do, I'll make a video. Peace.